In today's crowded car market, it's common for car manufacturers to stuff their cars with all the bells and whistles. But while it seems that cars these days are kind of like cookie cutter models, there's still a few manufacturers who remain true to the ethos of driving fun while still being eminently practical. That one, in my mind, is Mazda, especially with this one, the Mazda 3. The fourth generation Mazda 3 was launched way back in 2019 BC, before COVID. Now, I don't remember a lot of that era, but I do remember that when I first test drove this model generation of the car, I was wowed by how much of a driver's car that it is. Great steering, very sharp, powerful brakes, easy to modulate, gutsy engine, and let's face it, even today it still looks banging. Now the thing is, manufacturers today are jumping on the electrified bandwagon. Full EVs, full hybrids, everybody is peddling at least one model in their lineup. And Mazda is also offering a full EV, but not for the Mazda 3. With this one, it is the Mazda 3 HEV. Mild, not wild. So, what exactly do they mean by mild hybrid? Sam here will explain.
The 24-volt mild hybrid system in the Mazda 3 uses a specialized alternator and a lithium-ion battery to help reduce the load of the engine. This means better fuel savings and a slight bump in power. But this car cannot move under its own electrical power, hence mild hybrid. It's not a full hybrid.
So basically, what he's saying is that you get a big-ass starter motor compared to the standard. You get a secondary lithium-ion battery along with a regular battery. So you get a little more power and additional fuel savings compared to the 2-liter, which can be a bit of a thirsty guy, especially in traffic. Now, a little more power might be an understatement because the standard 2-liter makes 153 horsepower and 200 newton meters of torque. This one makes 163 horsepower and 213 newton meters of torque. Now check my math, but that's around 6.5% more power. Now if you're a car guy like us, more power is always better. Pricing, here's where it gets interesting. The standard 2-liter is $1,510,000. The hybrid or mild hybrid is $1,790,000. But the difference is not black and white, or blue in this case. Aside from the premium commanded by the hybrid drivetrain, the base spec is pretty much the same as the hybrid. You get the same size wheels, but with a different color. The same dashboard. Looks great, isn't it? The same interior materials, 7 airbags, traction control, ABS, all-disc brakes. Where the hybrid adds more features is in the advanced driver aids. The base only gives you blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. The hybrid gives you that, plus more of the good stuff like lane departure and lane keeping assist, 360-degree cameras, adaptive cruise control, and emergency auto braking. Very useful. With all this in mind, it's hard to choose which Mazda is a better fit for the driving enthusiast. We might call it a base variant, but the spec is anything but. Now the mild hybrid system adds a little more pop to the driving experience. It's just a little bit faster, a little more torque off the line, so it generally accelerates a little more smoother and more effort than the standard 2-liter. And it still handles really good, which was what made it such a slam dunk when it was new back in 2019. As for fuel efficiency, there is some improvement. With the standard 2-liter, you'll get as low as 5 to 6 per liter in heavy traffic. Sam gets around 8 with his car. On the highway, that gets you around 11 to 13 kilometers if there's very little traffic, let's say the NLEX. With this one, so far, I've been registering 17 to 18 kilometers on the highway. This may actually improve as the engine is broken in because this is brand new unit. It's at less than 300 kilometers in the odometer. Now, here's the thing. People are not buying 4-door and 5-door passenger cars like they used to. I'm almost afraid to say that it's a dying breed. For this kind of money, you can get a wide variety of crossovers with a lot more features and a lot more space. They're not as much fun to drive, but it's what the market wants. But there's still a lot of appeal in a hatchback. You get that Euro look while also getting a little bit more cargo volume compared to a 4-door. You do miss out on the higher ground clearance, but you get a car that handles so much better than the average mom-mobile. And did I mention how great this car handles in the twisties? Well, yeah, I did, but I'll say it again because you really can't list handling in a spec sheet. Now, 1.790 million for a mild hybrid. You know, when you're talking that kind of money, you can already be considering a Nissan Kicks or a Toyota Corolla Cross, both of which are true hybrids. They give better fuel economy, but arguably are not as much fun to drive as this one. Now, is the nearly 300,000 peso increase in price enough to justify the cost of the mild hybrid version? It could go either way. If you just want the best bang for the buck in a really good looking car that handles really well, I would just stick to the base or standard 2-liter. But if you want all the bells and whistles, you want a little bit more power, a little bit more fuel efficiency, by all means, get the mild hybrid. Whatever the case, I hope Mazda sells a lot of this car because it's a really good one. And when you're seeing so many crossovers already in the market, it's always nice to see a good-looking car on the streets today.